a light, trying to find my heart. Funny when I break out a lifestyle dark. Honey when I rank at a tight flow spark. What a psycho chart, playing dice, go starter. Who are you? Better know yourself. Know your soul, gotta know your wealth. Slow your roll, get a hold, don't melt. And don't you fall when I feel like hell. Well, who am I? Am I and me? I'm not the one you wanna fuck with. Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Writing, trying to get myself a lamb color cuts for the game. Leave him hanging by his chain. Click, bang, feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feel insane. And the story, feel the flame. 45 to my brain, praying for it, please help. No glory. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. But you trying to get myself a lamb color custard.
Remember, I used to be that kid that every day would get rejected. Y'all got my story, the glory was painted on the song. I'm mortified but feel immortal. It's pen to this paper, always open up different portals. It's I and me, it's me and I'm by myself. I'm down the ride, I'm taking on the tide. Size of tsunamis touching the sky. I got a quick scan, it's time to move. Leaving everything else behind, I got something to prove. I'm just riding away, no I ain't running away. I got memories set, oh I'm just finding my place where I belong to. Feeling glory in my soul. Hey, I'm riding away, I'm finding my place. Yeah, I gotta escape, yeah, that's what I gotta do. See you on the other side, see you on the other side, see you on the other side. We all know.
Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean, and I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean, and I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean, and I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm sipping on my lean, and I'm
Так, вроде бы. Еще одну секундочку. Так, ну что ж, тогда начинаем. Так, так, где завтра? Ага. Ну все, народ, погнали. Сейчас надо игру еще включить. Есть кто живой? Это новая часть, да, это новая часть, да. Да, все верно. Это новая часть, да. Это новая часть. Самая новая, которая вышла сегодня. Ее. Ну, что-то все жалуются на графику. Ну, типа, она блевотная. Ну, я самую вот первую часть вот прошел. Зов Ктулху. Мне понравилось, да, вот. Но сказали, это не не переиздание, там все такое. Все думают то, что это может быть там продолжение, там ремастер, там все такое. Нет, тут совсем все по-другому. Просто название то же самое. Сделали сюжет такой другой. Вот. Ну, как-то так вот. Игру делали другие черти, да. Честно, не знаю, может быть там час, там полтора. Ну, если тебе надо будет прям вот срочно, да, ну, может быть, час там полтора где-то там, ну, 2, не больше. Как-то так вот. Ну да, 2 часа где-то так. И вообще, почему хоррор не ночью? Ну, не знаю. В зимнее время все-таки. Так. Вот так вот сделаем. Так, сейчас, секундочку. Надо чат подправить. Мне тут вообще выпирает. Так. Ой, господи. Ты последуешь за мной, бесполезно сопротивляться неизбежному. Неизбежному? Какое отвратительное подношение. Не сопротивляйся, ты был избран. Кстати, оптимизация у игры очень хорошая. Не знаю, что они выделываются. Но может быть ты попытаешься изменить свою судьбу? Вот он уже обосрался уже. Я пока тут гематогенчик открываю.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Так, детективное агентство. Врач может сколько угодно твердить, что лекарство от воспоминаний мне больше не нужно, но я знаю, что они вернутся. Что-то не страшный сон какой-то. Ну, кому как. Вот, к примеру, ты спишь, да, тебе какой-то какой-то странный сон снится, и ты такой просыпаешься весь в почину. Чё, пивнем за новую игру? Это повлияет на вашу судьбу. Да ладно, и чё? Я тут один раз выпил. Детективное агентство. Лунный свет. Давайте еще выпьем. Не будем.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Так. Музыка задолбала. О.
I'm listening.
Я слушаю. Вы Эдвард Пирс, частный детектив, работающий на детективное агентство Лунный свет. Добрый день, мистер Пирс. Я Люси Шерст из отдела кадров агентства Лунный свет. Я звоню вам, потому что у нас возникла проблема с вашим досье. Пожар уничтожил часть вашу часть там, что-то там. Вот. Так. Анальный профессионал. Так. Где у меня? 8 очков у меня. Так. Все. Ну, медицину. Так, психология. Поиск. Красноречие. Сила. Расследование. Ну как так еще что-нибудь такое бы добавить. Мне кажется, лучше силу добавить. Все. Да.
What's wrong?
В чем дело? Как вы знаете, мы стараемся тщательно отслеживать успехи наших исполнителей. Да ладно.
Work is scarce.
Работы мало. Мистер Пирс, вы не хуже меня знаете, что сейчас работы для детектива больше. Вы имеете в виду скучное и неинтересное. Если хотите остаться у нас, докажите, что вы приносите агентству пользу. Мистер Пирс, а не пойдете ли вы нахер?
I'm coming.
Сантехник прошел, сейчас будет трубы чинить. Ну, чистить.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Так.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a
Придется
thing.
кошек
But
искать.
if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look
Чтобы не
carefully at this
выперли с
painting.
агентства. Надо чистить трубы.
Tell me
сантехнику,
all the assumptions that come to mind.
чтобы не выгнали с агентства.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this
Эту
is the
картину
work of
написал
madness,
безумец.
or
Что
if,
за
on the
безумец?
contrary, you
Скажите
manage
мне.
to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Смотрите картину.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Такс. Убейте. На этой картине Хокин... Сара Хокинс изображена чудовищная фигура, нависающая над женщиной с ребенком. На заднем плане можно различить пламя. Стивен Вебстер, отец художницы, считает, что эта картина имеет отношение к смерти его дочери. То есть, скорее всего, ей это приснилось, либо как-то она это предначертала себе, и в итоге это все и случилось. Какой-то странный знак. Так, да.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some
Так,
sketches of
транспортная
Hawkins.
этикетка. Так,
Rather
часть
thin.
текста не разобрать, но кое-что прочитать удается. Склад 36. Ага. Склад
So, Mr.
36.
Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Так. Ответ раскрыть.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right.
Верно,
came
но
with
наклеено
Sarah's
на
last
последнюю картину
And you
Сары.
think your daughter could have been the
И вы
sender?
думаете, что
That is
отправить
what you
картину
must
могла
find out.
ваша
Go to
дочь?
Darkwater. Find Warehouse
Если она
36.
умерла, то каким образом она отправит? Ответ раскрыть.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do...
Quiet down. An artist dies. Your only clue,
Correct. And
which you don't...
find that warehouse.
All right. I'll take the case.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't
Да,
expect any
пожалуйста,
less coming
пошел
from a man
нахрен
in your
отсюда.
situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Интересно, интересно. Очень интересно. Бляха-муха. И ведь озвучено все. И с мимикой. Ну да, есть такое, есть.
We're almost there.
Ядрён батон. Ты бы знал, как было страшно, когда я в первую часть игры играл. Как она там, Зов Ктулху. Что-то как-то дальше она называется. Вот там графон такой, что ж пугаться можно. Не знаю, как этот хоррор зайдет.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you.
Знаю, что-то они врали по поводу графики, что-то какая-то наблевотная, не знаю, все четко, все нормально. Может быть, они там вообще в 720p играли из-за этого, и блевотная графика была. Может, они прям в это... Кто-то там заплыли. Либо в самом начале увидели, что там все это блевотное. Так, куда? В бар. Как-то стрёмно.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this.
Капитан, условия нашего соглашения однозначны. Держите своих людей под контролем. Ага.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifest.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Декларация. Поговорить с Фицрой.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
А капитан ничего такое. Ты бы выдал бы, да?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Ну, 2 очка. Проникните на склад 36. Даже будет что-то зафигачить. Да. Надо найти бар. Бар. А, вот он, бар.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way.
Насос Еврот, да.
Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
What? Another break? Can't you see that we're in the middle of a conversation? I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Так. Покурите с Брэдли. Брэдли.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering.
Брэдли.
Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
You again. What can I get?
That'll be all for now.
Второй.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got. That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whale.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night. So long.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it.
The miraculous catch.
No.
Apparently,
No.
the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Брэдли. Может, его найти надо где-нибудь? Брэдли.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been...
Вот только как ее использовать, ее походу найти надо.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Так. Там за проход какой. То есть мне никак, да, его не открыть? Может, что-то найти надо, скорее всего. Ладно. То значит не с кем, да, разговаривать, как я понимаю.
Damn stupid. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
А, вот он, Брэд.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Понятно, надо ручку скоммунизировать. Склад, вот он склад.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken
3 месяца
sailors.
прошло после смерти, и они уже стоят ждут. Нормально.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hit. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
Что за игра? Зов Ктулху. Нормально я их так развел.
Let's see. Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Здорово, здорово.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Загадочный дом. Вон тут уже поинтересней. Вон тут... Вот игра меня вот заинтересовала геймплеем своим. То есть ты качаешь уровень, получаешь опыт. Можно силой. Это все... Можно просто по психологии там спокойно поговорить с ним. Вот если это не пойдет, то скорее всего силой ему и все. А кто это? Так, кто был за деревом?
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion.
Ядрен батон.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know?
Huh. It's really that...
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead. Let's go up there.
Nightfall.
I'll go with you. If only...
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Как же стрёмно. Доберись до особняках Хокинсов. Где-то здесь. Что-то как-то долго.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Poor kid. Poor kid.
Так.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It said that...
Let's go to the man.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Ну что, пошлите дальше.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Ну идем дальше, нет? Че дело? Аж какие-то следы есть.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Интересно.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance?
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Наконец-то меня так напугал, это вообще жопа.
Piers, shall we enter?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Бля, как же жутко.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Нифига себе домик.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this?
Картина. Окно.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Она разбилась. Так.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Как же жутко. Не так сильно, но жутко.
Let's see if I can find
Silas
something
managed to bring the
missed.
fire under control. But it was...
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why?
Тоже интересно, из-за чего.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Вот
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Что-то еще я пропустил, наверное. Вот.
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
Someone deliberately set fire to this mansion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Так, перс. 4. Ну, неплохая игрушка, неплохая. Что особняк такой здоровый, бляха.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
Нет, я этого не знал.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Картины всякие.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Так.
There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Странное место.
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Что-то тревожное. Ага, тут никак, да. Что такое?
The boys' room.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What will her room reveal about her? Perfect. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Ёп твою дивизию.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Ни хрена себе.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Теплые слова, неплохо.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Прибегла к такому лекарству.
Bradley? Is that you? Is anyone there?
Что за хрень творится? Я сам не могу понять. Опа! А это кто еще? А, это он сам же.
You! Stop! Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
Поймайте вора.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go?
Looks like an old seaway map.
Do you really think
They
there's
look
a
like
fugitive
Celtic
game in
runes.
here?
Charles
don't
must
see
have
any
brought
way
them
out.
back from as if the bookcase has been moved several times. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the... This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must... Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the seaway map.
Ладно. Что-то я уже совсем залип. Ладно, пожалуй, закончим на этом. Так что давайте. Стрим, возможно, будет завтра, скорее всего. Возможно, может быть. Так что пойду-ка я отдыхать. Давайте. Всем пока.